Should be working now. There we go. Okay. We should be live, so we're kind of back. I don't know how long we're going to actually be back live, but here's what happened, folks. Power went out. So go figure. So that's what happened. Power went out at our place. And I lost everything. So we got it rebooted, got everything situated. Of course, it chewed into my time that I have available left, but that's where we're at. But there is an old friend of the channel in the game right now and in Discord. So everybody say hi, old friend. Hi, old friend.
Hi, everybody.
That's right, folks. It's Rubber Burner. He now has property on this map. So we shall be seeing him. Well, if we drive by his property and he happens to be out in the fields, but you get my drift. He'll be around a little more often. But he's here. So I'm hoping to at least get these two fields planted yet. That was my initial goal anyway, but I don't see it happening, folks. To be honest with you, I need to go get a shower and eat some dinner and get on the road. I need to leave my house by 10 o'clock because I got to swing by the grocery store, and yeah, it's 8:30 now, as you can see in the upper right hand corner, so that doesn't leave me a whole lot of time, even though I really would like to just stay here because, well, I don't get time to game as it is, and then when I get home from being on the road, I'm so darn tired. That's what happened last week. I wanted to go live with y'all. I got home, and man, I was just exhausted. And then I don't have air conditioning in my house. My central air unit took a poop, and Rubber Burner can verify that the East Coast is going through a major heat wave. If you're a member of his Discord, I kind of chuckled to see his picture that he moved into his computer room, gaming room, just because there's air conditioning. But it's literally hot. I mean, it's really bad. So, not only am I tired from driving, but now I get the heat working against me. So, yeah. It happens, folks. I apologize, but... So, yeah, not a whole lot of time to game, and then, you know, I have power failures, and things just aren't working in my favor. But then again, why would it? It's DoughBoy's channel, right? So, I'm hoping the viewers that were with me earlier see the fact that I rebooted the stream for at least long enough to chat with you and explain that I didn't just fall off the face of the earth. Not looking like we got the viewers back in, so maybe they didn't get the notification that we went back live, but... So I'm basically talking to Rubber Burner. But the replay will be posted, so you'll get to see it then. So what you working on your farm, and I see you're pretty well spread out all over the place with your fields.
Yeah, cutting grass right now. I only got 5 days to get 3 fields, fairly decent sized fields. Cut, baled, tedded, baled, mowed, cut, tedded, windrowed, baled. There.
There you go. So you're doing grass work too.
Yeah.
But you're doing it to sell to this town.
Yeah, it's just purely for extra profit. This one field that I'm working right now, I'm actually thinking I'll probably turn it into a crop field year 2.
Well, year 4. We're in year.
For me.
This is year 2. Copy that. Yeah, I'm up against the clock too. All my fields are ready. If you want to make some extra money, there's 2 fields of sugar beets that can be topped in harvested.
Okay. Yep.
Because I don't like doing it. So if you want to do it, you can go right ahead and do it.
I've been kind of trying to hold off. I knew you needed help with harvest, and I was kind of holding off and waiting to see if you were going to be around. But I got no problem helping you out.
I'll be around, and if you can do me a favor, because I know I've been kind of asking you to be a babysitter for me, so to speak, but I'm nowhere near the app that shows us what's going on or anything when I'm on the road. So if you could keep an eye, here's what I would like to do. I would like to have you do it while I'm doing my stuff and streaming so that we get that little extra action. But if you could keep an eye on the farm for me, because I don't want to lose them, and let me know and just say, hey, look, if I don't do this, they're going to go. And then I'll also know to hire somebody to harvest my other fields. But
yeah.
But essentially, I should be home Friday night, and I should be streaming, and then we could, do it. But that's what I'd like to do.
I won't be able to be up super late Friday. I gotta work Saturday, but...
Well, I don't. I'll be exhausted from work, too, so... I'm thinking probably like 9 o'clock your time in an hour or two.
Yeah.
Like you normally try to do. Or potentially earlier. It all depends when I get back, too.
Yeah. Yeah, my poor vacation's drawing to an end.
Duck Zorly's in the house. You're not moo? You should be saying quack.
Hey, Doc.
He says, oh, tell him to shush.
Good to see you too, Doc.
Well, I was getting to that point, too, that all this jibber-jabber about vacation and, we're working our tails off. No, all duck. He says not.
For that, I think I'll turn my AC on.
Oh, I'm out of seeds. I'll run back to the house quick, I guess. He says, not all ducks quack. He likes being different. No, that's definitely different. A duck that moves.
He's different. We'll give him that.
A duck that goes moo? Yeah, that's different. We're going to try to cut between these fields, crop this road. I really didn't want to have to go back for seeds at this point, but oh well. It is 20 minutes to 8. Yeah, I should still be kind of, sort of okay. Thank goodness it's on the JCB and it can fly. Looks like James got the cows in the lower pasture today. But yeah, I need to get on a harvest party or get working on this. Farmer Klein volunteered to help with harvest, so maybe Friday night him and I'll get on the harvesting. You can do the sugar beets and
yeah.
Pretty much. I get to pretty much sell all the sugar beets I planted. Because
you'll need like
8,500.
Yeah, like nothing to feed your pigs.
So,
you could literally do one strip of sugar beets and have enough.
Yep. It's getting that's what I like. I'm to the point now that I'm actually going to turn a profit now. He says, "No, don't mention sugar beets." Why, duck? Are you sugar beeted out?
I like sugar beets. You should see the size of the potato field I plan on planting next year. Like me some root crop.
Oh, come on. I had it working earlier. Back in this way, slightly tilt our fertilizer spreader, and we'll be able to get fertilizer. There we go. Okay, we're reloaded now. Let's see if we can go get these fields planted quick. But yeah, I got two corn fields to harvest, the canola field to harvest, and 2 sugar beet fields to harvest. Well, that was the other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to check when the best time to sell that stuff is. I think it's winter. But I can sell a lot of my grain now, finally. We're gonna run down along this field here, just like we came out. So like I said, guys, I apologize for cutting that, for like disappearing on y'all, but not a whole lot I can do when the power goes out. And it is pushing 9:15 now, so I should be able to sweep through this last field that I wanted to get planted, but then we are going to have to call it because I unfortunately have to get ready for work. And you know how the deal is, real life sucks. Just like Rubber Burner was complaining about not too long ago, his vacation is coming to an end. I think I heard more of a little weep story cry about it, but we'll stay complaining. Oh, and by the way, I don't mind you borrowing my tractors, but when you do, please return the keys.
I leave them in one of my pieces of equipment today.
Yeah, I had to go find the spare key, and it took me forever to find it. The next time we stream, folks, if you remind me, we will go for a little joyride, and we'll drive up and like we did with everybody else, and we'll find out where Rubber Burner's living at and give a little tour of his area and what equipment he bought thus far. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he might have bought our old property.
I'm temporarily renting the that location until all my new buildings are built.
Okay. The duck says you're lucky he doesn't borrow your underwear. If he borrows my underwear, he can just keep it. I don't need it back. Have you got any manure you can dump it on his doorstep? Yes, actually I do.
I'm actually buying manure.
Yeah, I don't.
If he gave me free manure, I'd be cool with that.
He wouldn't care that he'd have to clean it up. Yeah, unfortunately, I was hoping to be self-sufficient and self-fertilized, but that doesn't work. I just don't have enough slurry and manure to do it. I try, but it doesn't work. Oh, I'm trying to think here. No, I definitely got to put corn in. No, actually, I don't. Could put corn in that other field. We may just actually play around with some soybeans this year. Doug Zorly says, scratch that. You don't want to do something that he actually wants.
We'd be supportive, Doc.
But, so yeah, we may actually play around with some soybeans because we should have enough acreage to self-sufficient our piggies. So, sorry, Justimer, I don't do that. I appreciate you liking my channel, but I have a stinking suspicion that it's a false like because all you want is a sub for sub. And most YouTubers you will find will not do that. But thank you. Michael asking if I can get a New Holland T9 tractor. Not on this farm, I can't. I do have it on some of mine. This is an economy-based role play or map that we're doing here. And quite frankly, I can't afford one. I think there is one up at the BGA that you'll be seeing me use here a little later on as I do some contracting work. But I can't own one on my farm. I just don't. I'm not set up for it. Wasn't the direction that I went. I don't have the acreage to get one. Or the money, really.
You're going to have to get in on it quick if you're going to get in on it. We took a good chunk out of her yesterday.
I know. I was going to do something tonight, but power outage. I always lose out on it, so it is what it is. You know, with me having limited time, I got to make sure my farm's done first. Thank you, Mike. But yeah, I got to make sure my farm's done first before I take on any contracts. I'd like to, but if I don't, I don't. And there for the longest time, too, I was so scared to contract out work on my farm on account of having to pay for it. Because my actual income is so limited. You know, I had lost all those pigs. So that was going to be a big income this year, was to sell off whatever, you know, piglets I had. To maintain 100 herd, you know, and we were well on our direction to probably having 50 or 60 piglets to sell and lost all of them.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I was, you know, buying grain because I came into it. Well, you came into this later than I did, but I came into it and couldn't do anything. You know, and I had no grain, no nothing, and I had to buy all my grain and everything that was required to feed the piggies. Okay, I got a couple passes to make. Hopefully I can do a flying leap through these, and I got to go jam some, supper down my belly. I may have a field up your direction that might be open for lease next year.
Oh?
Field 36. would save me from having to drive all the way up there.
Yeah, I'm looking to see where it is. It's kind of halfway in between where mine and your farms are going to be, actually.
Oh. I wasn't sure where you were building.
I don't want to give it away just yet. It's a pretty cool little spot, though.
We got the JCB pumping. She's pulling. Just trying to get this, wrap this field up. I hate farming in a hurry. I don't get to enjoy the game then. I still don't even know what happened with the power, why it went, because the storms are over, long over.
It just flicker? Or
Yeah, that's all it did. Off and right back. As quickly as it went off, it came right back on.
Might have had some lightning hit a pole or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh my. Oh, looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4 more strips to get planted in here and then we're done. And actually, nope, we still have one more field to plant. No, we don't. Yeah, because we're doing soybeans or corn in it. So, well, actually, we're done planting until we get the harvest in and we put oilseed radish in. So, believe it or not, we're actually doing pretty decent. We're on day 13, so we got 5 more days to get that harvest in. Hopefully the rains hold off. Wouldn't you know it, Friday, it's supposed to rain.
Go figure, eh?
Yeah. So, I'll just have to hope I can get the, harvest in. Or I'll be paying somebody to harvest some fields.
You can always harvest sugar beets in the rain. I know not your favorite thing to do, but save you some money.
True. So we're coming up on the finish of this field. 2 more strips, and our winter wheat and winter barley will be planted. So guys, as I'm coming down through the end of this field here, I just want to tell everybody thank you for coming out tonight and watching and hanging out with me. I'm going to drive this back to the farm, and that's where I'm going to call it a night. Need to go get some food in my belly and get ready to rock and roll and get to work. So I appreciate everybody hanging out. In the meantime, take care of one another. Take care of yourselves. Happy farming, y'all. God bless. See ya.
Yeah.